Primetime Crime continues.
The LA County Coroner's Office functions as more than a medical examiner. It is Hollywood's psychic way station between glamour and the grave.
Not surprisingly, with Hollywood, they have some of the most high-profile and complex cases. They're the most technologically advanced coroner's office in the world.
Brad Schreiber had access to the LA County Coroner's Office for his book, which includes details on the passing of Tinseltown legends like Marilyn Monroe, a woman whose death would remain as haunting and mysterious as she was.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
The forensic evidence about her death suggests that she was not a suicide because she took Nembutal, and yet there was no Nembutal in her stomach. It was in her bloodstream.
What would be the significance of that?
The significance of that suggests that either forcibly by an injection or some other method that she was given the Nembutal.
Other celebrated deaths took the same kind of dedicated inquiry, now being used in the case of Michael Jackson.
We've only just begun to live.
Take Karen Carpenter, who battled anorexia and bulimia before her death in 1983. At the coroner's request, an outside lab performed toxicological analysis. Their finding, her death was the result of her past abuse of a drug called Ipecac.
It's actually something that induces vomiting, so if you're a bulimic, you don't have to keep the food down.
But what happens if you use Ipecac to a great degree? What are the results?
There is a technical term for it called emetine cardiotoxicity. Emetine is the byproduct of Ipecac. So it is like a poison that makes the muscles of the heart grow striated, long, and weak. And she basically had a heart attack. She was a young woman who had the heart of an old woman, and that's how she died.
That's just one of the instances in which the LA coroner's findings have shed new and unexpected light on the last moments of celebrities, whose bodies yield deep secrets only they can detect. Witness the case of Dorothy Dandridge,
Love's a baby that grows up wild.
the first African American to get a Best Actress Oscar nomination. Her death at age 42 brought an end to the career of an accomplished screen performer.
She had broken a toe, and initially when she was found in her Hollywood apartment, people thought that there had been an embolism. And then it turned out that she was using an antidepressant that had just hit the market called Tofranil. This was a new drug, Chris, and no one really knew what effects it might possibly have, but the LA coroner determined that the cause of death was overdose of Tofranil.
Hollywood's sordid history of death and stardom is almost as old as the town itself. Little has changed at the LA County Coroner's Office in 2009. Still, their work's power to stun will never diminish.
I was at the coroner's office and I was giving a tour to somebody, and I pointed out and said, and over here is the autopsy room, and they were actually doing an autopsy, and my knees went to jello. It was stunningly horrifying, and I don't know how they do that day after day. I really admire them.